Call this meeting to order, please. Mr. Burek, can you conduct the prayer and the flag salute? Everybody please stand.
God of the universe, look thou with favor upon these here assembled, and bestow thy guidance upon the members of the governing body in their deliberations. This we ask in thy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to 2017. You know what that means, right? Have to pay taxes. Okay. In the event of an emergency, please, the proper method of exiting the council chambers is through the 3 doors in the rear of the room. Occupants should proceed down the staircase out the front door and move away from the area of the front steps. Any members of the public wishing to speak during the public comment session, please sign in on the sheets provided at the front of the room. Anybody having a cell phone, please turn it off. Put it in vibrate. If you need to use the cell phone, step outside. If the cell phone rings, I'm going to confiscate it because I'm looking for a new cell phone. So if your cell phone rings, make sure it's an, I got myself a new cell phone. Okay. The members of the council who were elected in the November 8, 2016 general election have subscribed to their oath of office prior to January 1st, 2017. But for the benefit of the public in attendance, the officials will repeat the process. The oath of office will be administered to the following elected and re-elected officials. The oath of office will be administered, I said that already. We're going to get started with our brand new councilman of the 2nd Ward, Barry Javik, will be sworn in by Judge William A. Daniel, and holding the Bible will be his fiancée, Deborah Acevedo. Please come up. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Judge, you can be wherever you want.
Left hand on the Bible. He'll put his left hand on the Bible, raise his right hand. Okay, repeat after me, please. I, Barry Javik,
I, Barry Javik,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of 2nd Ward Councilman
of the duties of 2nd Ward Councilman
for a 3-year term
for a 3-year term
commencing January 1st, 2017,
commencing January 1st, 2017,
and terminating December 31st, 2019,
and terminating December 31st, 2019,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Councilman Javik. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Oh, Barry, you're ordered to give a speech. I'm sorry, is he supposed to?
I'll pass on this. I'll give it with my counsel.
Yes. Yes, hold on. At this time, I would like to welcome freeholder from Union County, Chris Hudak, and President of the Board of Education, Ms. Hudak, Mrs. Hudak. Third Ward councilmen have been re-elected. He will be sworn in by Mayor Derek Armstead. Holding the Bible will be his children. 3 children, Peter Alexander Brown III, Andrew Constantine Brown, and Arabella Maria Brown. Please, everybody come up to the podium.
And lift it up. There we go. Smart hand. Yeah. Raise your hand.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Okay, repeat after me. I
I, Peter Brown,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I would bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties
and justly perform all the duties
of the office of Third Ward Councilman
of the office of Third Ward Councilman
for a 3-year term
for a 3-year term
commencing January 1st, 2017,
commencing January 1st, 2017,
and terminating December 31st, 2019.
and
Terminating
terminating
December 31st,
December 31st, 2019,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God. That's it. Thank you.
Next, we're going to go all the way to the 7th Ward. Councilman Ralph Strano will be sworn in by City Clerk Joseph Bodek. Holding the Bible will be his wife, Mary Beth Strano. And his family members in attendance, please come up to the podium. You guys can smile. This is a happy occasion.
I, Ralph Strano,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of Councilman of the 7th Ward
perform all of the duties of Councilman of the 7th Ward
in the City of Linden
in the City of Linden
for a 3-year term
for a 3-year term
commencing January 1, 2017,
commencing January 1st, 2017,
and terminating December 31st, 2019,
and terminating December 31st of 2019,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Next, we will have the councilwoman of the 5th Ward, Roshana Cosby Hurling. She will be sworn in by Judge Carl L. Marshall. Holding the Bible will be her sister, Mrs. Kim Cosby Thomas. Her, her children in attendance, please step forward.
Wait, my other kid's coming, hold on. Yeah. Derek, take off your coat, y'all late.
Okay, family.
That's everybody.
Okay. Place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Rashana Cosby Hurling,
I, Rashana Cosby Hurling,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and
and
allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly,
and justly perform all the duties of the office of Fifth Ward Councilwoman to the best of my abilities
for the third term,
for the third term,
commencing January 1st, 2017,
commencing January 1st, 2017,
and terminating December 31st, 2019,
and terminating December 31st, 2019,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Vera. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm gonna do this upstairs. And you gotta
Oh.
sign up here.
So give it to the clerk?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Burke just gave me a long list, so I know I'm going to forget somebody. But I would like to welcome former Second Ward Councilman, Mr. Cosio. Director of our SID in Wood Avenue, Mr. Bono. Elected Board of Education member, Mr. Martucci. Am I forgetting anybody? Okay. Yes, and the gentleman in the back? The mayor of Wood Avenue? Mr. Clerk, can you please present the certificates of election to the elected, re-elected council people?
Yes, I am presenting these on behalf of our county clerk, Joanne Rajapi, who couldn't be here this evening, but she asked that we present them to the elected members of council.
Mr. Burek, can you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Ormond?
Here.
Javits?
Here.
Brown?
Here.
Brooks?
Here.
Cosby Hurling?
Present.
Sadowski?
Here.
Strano?
Here.
Yamakaitis?
Here.
Medina?
Here.
Hickey?
She's been excused. She was at caucus, but she had a family matter to attend to.
Mr. Alvarez?
Here. At this time, we're going to listen to our mayor. So if Mayor Derek Armstead, please. Are you going to show them that?
Good evening, Council President, members of City Council, elected officials, family and friends, and residents. Before I begin my State of the City address, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome newly elected councilperson of the 2nd Ward, Barry Javick, Ralph Strano of the 7th Ward, Peter Brown, who was re-elected to the 3rd Ward, and Councilman Rashana Cosby Hurling on her re-election to the 5th Ward. I want all you to know that it's a great honor for me to be your mayor and undertake this awe-inspiring task. I recognize more clearly than you might imagine that what authority I have is solely given to you, to me from you, the electorate. Each mayor, I'm sure, comes to this office with visions of what he believes needs to be done, or visions of what needs to be changed, or what innovations may be beneficial. However, no one should seek change or innovations only to establish themselves as a leader. The interests of this city should be the exclusive light guiding the path. Conversely, we should not be deterred from altering the past practices if some new direction is warranted to better the quality of life for our residents. The path must be understood by our council president and members of the governing body so that together we make absolutely sure that Linden receives the absolute maximum productivity and accountability for its tax dollars. We have no control over the budgets of the Board of Education or the county, but we do control our city budget. I feel more confident than ever that we'll stabilize our city taxes. The further backward we look, the further forward we can see, so that we don't repeat the mistakes of past, and we look to the future with cautious optimism. Our tax burden is a major concern. I don't believe that increased taxes are the way of life. The equation is very simple. Reduce operating costs and increase revenue. That being said, it's a formidable task, but one that is not insurmountable. One of my priorities is to repeal this garbage tax. This should be a priority of the total council. This is not going to be an easy undertaking, but one that I will work diligently with this council to get done. I see a renaissance here in Linden, or rebirth of our city. I see a city that's stronger and more vibrant than ever, a city which we work and live together, raise our families, and most importantly, respect each other. Someone once told me that when you're talking, you're teaching. When you're listening, you're learning. I have listened to the residents and I've heard their concerns. I, along with the council, will do everything in our power to address these concerns. I'm especially concerned about the effect of the tax burden of our seniors and those on fixed incomes. We must protect this valued segment of our city along with all of our residents. When I stated earlier that we're experiencing a renaissance, it's for good reason. All the warehouses in our great city are occupied. At 801 Linden Avenue, which houses Wayfair, this warehouse will generate over $1 million in tax revenues. A 500,000 square foot warehouse will be completed and opened on March 2017. This will house Blue Apron, a food delivery company that ships pre-portioned meals with recipes. Blue Apron is currently holding recruiting sessions to hire Linden residents for their hourly and salary positions that are available. They're looking to hire upwards of 3,000 people. Estimated tax revenues for this project will be $1.3 million, not to mention a boost to our economy. The Cantor property on the corner of Route 1 and Stiles Streets has been an eyesore and a source of many complaints. This property has been sold. Cleanup and renovations have begun. The former JTG scaffolding site has been approved for redevelopment, and construction will begin in the first quarter of 2017. The Park Plastic site that has been an eyesore in the 8th Ward, I'm happy to report that after 20 years of abandonment, has been demolished and approved for housing. Fiabilia, an international company, has expressed interest to purchase the 5-acre unutilized property adjacent to the landfill for expansion of their existing operation. And speaking of the landfill, we currently have plans to install solar panels on which will generate 4,000 megawatts of electricity a year. The electric can be sold to adjacent companies and will generate approximately $400,000 in tax revenue annually. The Clayton Block property in Trimley Point, another abandoned property, has been leased to a company that has signed a 99-year lease. The DuPont property is being sold to Advanced Greek, and once they close, they will start construction on 2 new warehouses. The office building across the street, next to the promenade, has been sold to Amon Analytical Laboratories, a medical laboratory facility. Amon's will be relocating from their Southwood Avenue address. This vacant building can now be added to our tax rolls. United Lacquer, which is a 2-acre contaminated site on West Elizabeth Avenue in the 2nd Ward, has gone out for proposals, which will include cleanup of the site for redevelopment. St. George Avenue in the 5th Ward is an area which has been blighted for many years, is now being considered for redevelopment. This will be monumental to our city if it's redeveloped. We're still looking into a hazardous material storage and emergency response fee. This fee will help reduce the tax burden for our residents. Our virtual block watch program has been initiated with the support of our Linden Police Department. And this program, when up and running, will have our police department, business, and residents working together for the safety of our community. And I want to thank Chief Parham for his efforts to make this a reality. Our Hire Linden First program is up and running under the management of Pamela Jones and her staff at CIC. Since its inception, we've hired close to 200 residents of Linden, and they've become gainfully employed, and that number continues to grow. It's most important to keep our business community strong. We here in Linden have proven that a business community can live side by side with our residential populace in a harmonious partnership. Linden is open for business. I want to thank Richard Purcell, the Economic Development Committee, who has worked closely with me to grow our city and attract new business and industry. There's a new level of cooperation with our SID program. I've met with Michael Bono, the program's executive director, to discuss their agenda for 2017. I've directed him to prepare a report on their activities for this year. The residents of our city must be kept informed. Abraham Lincoln once said, "I have faith in people. The danger is they're misled. Let them know the truth and the country is safe." I pledge to continue to keep you fully informed through an open and accessible administration. I want to thank our police department and our fire departments, who I believe are the best in our state. To our department heads and our staff, my sincere thanks for your cooperation and hard work. It is greatly appreciated. A special thanks to my secretary, Rebecca Kearns-Totoli, for the exceptional job that she continues to do for our city. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my family and friends for all their support. I'm a very lucky man to have a wife that supports everything I do. There was no one like her, and I'm so fortunate to have her. In closing, let me say that the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be the doubts of today. I have no doubts. Let us move forward together with strong and acting faith, and I wish each and every one of you a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. May God bless all of us, and may God continue to bless our beautiful city of Linden. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to go with any presentations and public comments. Anybody has any presentations to give?
I have some presentations for the newly elected and re-elected council people.
Yes, sir.
Nick Scutara usually does this, but he's home sick tonight, so I'm taking his place in doing that. Yep.
Thank you, darling. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Please come up.
I'm past president of the Fifth Ward Democratic Club, and tonight I'm very proud and honored to present a gift from the members, the officers and members of the Fifth Ward Democratic Club.
Anybody else? Okay, at this time, we will have comments from members of the council. We will get started with Councilwoman Orman.
Thank you, Council President. First of all, I would just like to say that I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, and I would like to wish all the residents of the First Ward, as well as the City of Linden, a wonderful and prosperous new year. I'd like to extend my congratulations to Councilwoman Roshana Cosby-Hurling, Councilman Ralph Strano, Councilman Peter Brown on your reelection. Looking forward to working with you again this year. And then congratulations to Barry Javik on his victory in the Second Ward. I have always campaigned for individuals, but this is one of the first time that I had the opportunity to campaign with an individual, and there's a difference. We actually walked together. So I had an opportunity to really get to know Barry and see what a kind, thoughtful person he is. So I wish him all the best. I'm going to enjoy sitting next to you, and just always do the right thing. That's pretty much my comments for this month. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman from the Fourth Ward, Monty Brooks.
Huh? We skipping? Oh,
Thank you, Council President. My comments pretty much mirror the Councilwoman from the First Ward. Congratulations to all of those newly elected and re-elected councilmen and women. It's been a pleasure to work with those who are currently here, and it will be a pleasure to work with those who are new. So obviously, I wish them the best. It'll be a pleasure working with them, as well as every other member of the council, as well as the mayor. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a great day for the city of Linden. Like, you've heard a lot of what the mayor had to say. Let's continue to do that. Let's continue to work together. Let's continue to use diplomacy in how we approach our city and each other. Wish you the very best, and Happy New Year to all. Thank you, Council President.
At this time, let me call Councilman Monty Brooks again, because he's always asking for one more minute.
I promise.
Councilman Sadowski.
Okay, skip. All right, just want to greet everyone here. Have a happy and a good New Year's. Also, I'd like to congratulate Councilwoman Roshana Cosby, Councilman Peter Brown, Councilman Barry Javits, and Councilman Ralph Strano. Have to give him. Really, I look forward to working with these people, and I'm sure we will do the best we can. So once again, have a happy New Year. Thank you.
Councilwoman Yamakaitis.
thank you, Council President. I, too, would also like to congratulate our newly elected Barry Javik. I look forward to working with you. I'm the senior member of council, so any help I can give you, I'm more than willing, I'm a phone call away. And I'd like to also congratulate Councilman Peter Brown, Councilwoman Cosby Hurling, and it's nice to have my old buddy back here, Ralph Strano. When I first came on council, he was there showing me the ropes. So he had a break, and now he's back, and guess who's tutoring him? Nice to have you back, Ralphie. And I look forward to all the initiatives the mayor mentioned for the upcoming year. Working together, we can get things accomplished for the city of Linden. So, Happy New Year, everyone.
Councilman Medina.
Yes, thank you, Council President. Good evening, everyone. I couldn't agree more with our mayor's city speech, address, and my counterpart, Councilwoman Yamakaitis, on working together as a team to hopefully accomplish all of our initiatives here in the city, for not only to benefit the residents of the city, but to put the city of Linden on the map. And I think it is currently on the map. We just need to give it a little more buffer and make it shine a little bit more. But we're definitely on a good road with, hopefully, with the team that we have up here. I also want to congratulate everyone that was re-elected and elected. I don't want to go back with the names, but I just want to congratulate everyone. Looking forward to a positive 2017, again, with the same goal in mind for the residents of the city of Linden, so we could all benefit as well. So with that being said, Happy New Year's and enjoy some prosperous one. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Hickey?
Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year to all. I just want to congratulate everybody who was reelected tonight, and also our new council member. I just want to say that we've made strides in 2016 in the 10th Ward, and I certainly couldn't do it without all the residents in the 10th Ward and the employees in the city, and I look forward to doing a lot more in 2017. I always appreciate all your kind words and your efforts in helping me make things happen. Fortunately tonight, first I thought it was bad, but fortunately tonight, you know, I wasn't voted on any committees, so I will have a lot more time on my hands to move forward with Casino Night. That is on Saturday, January 28th at the Linden Housing Authority. It's always an amazing night. Everyone has so much fun, and I wish everybody a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Hickey. Before I call the four re-elected and new elected council people, I do want to congratulate them. It's very hard to put up a race, and you have to give up a lot of your time, especially if you have young kids. So I do tip my hat out to them and congratulate them. So let's start with the re-elected council people. Councilman Strana.
Well, thank you, Council President. To what do I owe the honor of being selected first?
Age?
Aha, yeah, yeah, you're right about that. Time's a wasting. Firstly, thank you for the congratulations. Thank all of my colleagues that have congratulated me on my reelection. And also thank you to the City Democratic Club for the fine gift that was presented before. I'd like to especially congratulate Barry Javik on being elected to the 2nd Ward, and Peter Brown, Rashana Cosby-Hurling on their re-elections, and look forward to working with them. Want to say good evening to all the ladies and gentlemen that are in the audience. We have elected official from the county. Our freeholder, Chris Hudak, is here. City employees that are here tonight. Other elected officials from the Board of Ed, and all of our honorable dignitaries who are here in attendance tonight. My first order of business is to recognize and thank those people, and there are several, that made it possible for me to be here. First and foremost is my family that always stood by me through thick and thin. Secondly, my friends that are both personal and political allies. The list of names is far too long for me to mention each one of you by name, but you know who you are. And I'm afraid I'd miss somebody and if I dare try to call each one out by their name. But there are four people that I will mention. Our mayor, Derek Armstead, who wore out a pair of shoes campaigning for me, spent countless days and hours doing so. Our City Democratic Committee Chair, State Senator Nick Scutari. Our City Democratic Club President, Joe Bodick, and our former City Democratic Chair and current Union County Freeholder, Chris Hudak. I'll mention these people because they kept me in their plans when it came to filling the seat of the 7th Ward Council in the City of Linden. I also want to thank the 7th Ward Democratic Club, our 7th Ward Committee members, and especially the residents of the 7th Ward for the outpouring of support that elected me. I'm humbled by this experience anew, as being re-elected to this seat after a nearly 10-year absence is an opportunity that rarely occurs for anyone. And the opportunity is not one that I take lightly or for granted. Remember, too, It was due to a very destructive Superstorm Sandy, as it's referred to here in New Jersey, and a devastation to many homes in the 7th Ward that I'm here. Without that happening, without a doubt, I'm sure that this speech would be being made by Councilman Mike Minerchenko instead of me. So here we are now in 2017, looking forward to a new year and a new chance to keep moving the chains, to use the football parlance, in the city of Linden. Progress is being made in the renovation of this great little city of ours. I won't steal anyone else's thunder, but the future for Linden is looking pretty good right now. We always are going to feel the pain when plans go awry, and sometimes they do, but I feel optimistic that this governing body and administration will prevail and that they will bring home the bacon for our taxpayers. It may take a little time to see those accomplishments through, but I don't see anyone on this council giving up on those goals. On that note, I will make a personal effort to bring civility into our conversation. Respect, dialogue, and cooperation will be first and foremost in my mind as we discuss the items on future agendas. I'm reminded that I'm not getting any younger here, as Council President just said before, and there's little time to waste on petty issues. It's time to focus on the big picture, as they say. I will sum up my comments by pledging to keep the residents of the 7th Ward first, as I fill the role of their councilman, and that all of my actions will be for the betterment for all of the residents of the city of Linden. I wish everyone a happy, healthy, and a prosperous new year. And oh, I almost forgot, a special nod, wink, and thank you goes out to Patty Murgo. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Cosby-Hurling.
Thank you, Council President. Welcome, Mr. Javik, Councilman Javik from the 2nd Ward to the council. Congratulations to Councilman Brown. Congratulations to Councilman Strano. And thank you to my team of supporters who stuck with me in the 5th Ward, the 5th Ward Democratic Club, my chairman, my former chairman, my committee members. I look forward to working with everyone in the coming year. So I want to, again, thank you for your continued support and participation, because without you all, my successes would not take place. As an elected representative for the 5th Ward, I take my responsibilities seriously, and I have been working to ensure that here in the ward, we get services that we are entitled to. The residents of our ward have a voice within the governing body, and I will continue to vote for what I believe to be the best interest of our community. My commitment to our ward continues to show my efforts with the many improvements that we have seen. In our ward this year, we saw steady improvements to the road, pedestrian safety, neighborhood safety, tree planting, and so on. We also have had fun, healthful, and educational programs through my ongoing community programming and partnerships with others. This year, working with members of the governing body, we achieved some of the following successes for the city of Linden. As a member of the Technology Committee, improvements for the Department of Public Works for reporting and work orders was initiated through Facility Dude. Management training in skills and computer applications as a member of the Personnel Committee. We have Hooked on Fishing, Not on Drugs, a program for Linden's children. The recognition of our city through the National League of Cities for the Let's Move activities that we held through 2016 for the prevention of childhood obesity. The Senior in Motion van, which was approved by the 2016 council, and I hope will move forward, was basically a gift from the county freeholders to the city of Linden, and we can implement that for the seniors in 2017. For my next term, I will continue to work with everyone for what is in the best interest of our community, and as always, I welcome feedback and suggestions. I will continue to bring fun, educational, and cultural programs to the community through community meetings, cultural programs, and annual family nights and barbecue events. 2017 will be a good year for all of us if we honestly and sincerely work towards our goals. I know that my goals will be to continue to work towards the establishment of structured after-3 programming for Linden's children, citywide, which includes STEAM, science, technology, education, and mathematics, and physical fitness. Senior engagement with the Senior in Motion van, we can offer senior residents who do not have transportation opportunities to attend city and county events. Transparent governing. The mayor mentioned transparency. That has been since day one when I was elected, one of my goals, and I'm not there yet. We need accountability, and that's going to take more than just my one vote. So everybody's pledging their allegiance to the city of Linden, and to the taxpayers and the city employees, their votes are going to prove what their intentions are. Community-oriented policing is another one of my goals to bring back to the community. The chief of police is also interested in community policing and making sure that the areas in need of prevention for violent crimes get the attention that they need through community policing programming. So I'm looking forward to that. And always, I can be reached at the city email or on Cosby Hurling at linden-nj.org. Or if you'd like to get a totally free text message, you can always text 07036 to the number 84483 to receive alerts. I'm going to wish everyone a happy new year and thank my family for their continued support. They're urging me to take a step back and spend more family time, and I can do that because the new councilman has 9 committees that he's on, and Councilman Strano has 9 committees, and Councilwoman Yamakaitis has 6. Councilman Sadowski has 6. Councilwoman Ormond has 7. And Councilman Brown has 6 committees, which means I'm on 1 committee, and I will do my very best on that committee. And it's fine because now I can spend more time with my family and go fishing. But with all of that being said, we all have 1 vote. And I still have a platform for the residents in my neighborhood and for the city of Linden, which means I've always spoken the truth, and I will continue to speak the truth. And if you ever have a question about any way that I vote, I am going to answer you honestly. So just, my son says all the time, actions over words, Mom. And that's what it's going to be. So thank you, family, for being here. My husband is here. He's late with the other children that are here, my sister, my dear friend Priscilla, who was with me before we were a team elected of anything, and you're here. I appreciate you so much for coming. Who's not here, I love you guys in the 5th Ward who supported everything that we try to do, and I know that you're going to continue. Dr. Blackshear, John, Miss Pat, thank you guys, Miss Roslyn, everybody for your continued support, and may the blessings of the Most High be upon us all, and good night.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Brown?
Thank you. I want to congratulate the members that were reelected, Ms. Cosby Hurling, as well as Ralph Strano. I want to congratulate my new colleague on my left, Mr. Javik, and hopefully, you know, we're going to have a great time here on council. There's a lot of positive things that are happening in the city now, as the mayor has expressed. I want to thank the mayor also for the help that he's given me over the last couple of years. And I'm seeing a turnaround in this city, and I believe a lot of positive things are going to continue to happen in this city. Besides property taxes, you do see jobs that are coming into the city, as well as redevelopment. And I'm looking forward to that, not just in 2017, but in the years to come. I want to take a moment out to thank a few people who've helped me along the way with this election. This being my 3rd one. I have people in the audience that know who they are, Ms. Patty Murgo, Rebecca, Joe Bodek, Chris Hudak, Eddie Melanda. These are some people who throughout the years have been there for me, who have been able to talk to. Mike Bono is another great friend of mine. And in my 3rd term, I'm going to continue doing what I did with my first 2 terms, and I was working with people who understand the direction that we're trying to take this city in. No one has all the right answers, nor is anyone always right. It's a matter of what is the goals that we want to focus on as a city and moving into that direction. We're going to disagree on what needs to be done, but as long as we focus and agree on what the goals that need to be set in this city, I think we'll be fine. I want to thank my children for coming here, my best friend for being here. These are the sources of my inspiration. My oldest son, Alex, I think this is his 3rd meeting. I'll tell you a quick story about my son. One day he comes home And his daddy, you need to do something about, he was going to school one, about the school one, I need some playground equipment. He says, well, I'm not on the Board of Education. Why are you asking me to do something? He says, because you're the councilman, you're going to get it done. And so that, I think it's important that we all have roles here on council. We have roles as elected officials, whether it's a freeholder, Board of Education, where we are trying to move the city in a positive direction. And I just ask for people to have a little bit more faith and more time with us. Other than that, that's it.
Thank you, Councilman. Last but not least, newly elected Barry Javik, Councilman.
Happy New Year, everybody. Well, foremost on my agenda this evening is to thank sincerely all of the residents of the Second Ward. Without their trust, I would not be the councilman. I also want to thank the Second Ward Democratic Club for their endorsement and our Democratic Chairman, Senator Nick Scutari, for giving me the line. My additional thank you goes out to Mayor Armstead and his wife, Danny, for all the support and time they put in towards my campaign. Thanks again. Likewise, my appreciation also extends to Rich Koziel for his support. Also, where would I be without my fiance, Deborah Azevedo? She's always was there for me, even when I was coming home very, very late after campaigning. I've been looking forward to working with the council in every aspect. Congratulations to everybody. I believe that we have to make Linden great again, the way I remember it when I was a child. I believe we're going through a transition period right now with many ideas that we need to move forward. Stabilization of taxes, removal of the garbage fee, to name a few. I would also like to share my contact information with you. My phone number is 908-494-4608 for anybody that needs to get in touch with me. And I have an email address now with the city, bjavick, B-J-A-V-I-C-K, at linden-newjersey.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman. At this time, I would like to welcome County Clerk, Ms. Rajapi. Welcome. Now, there are certain times that I may not show up or the mayor may not show up, so we have to choose a president of council pro tempore. And at this time, I'm looking for nominations.
Council President, I nominate Councilwoman Michelle Yamakaitis and ask for a second.
Second. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Javik,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Sadowski,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Yamakaitis,
Abstain?
Medina,
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez.
Yes. Can please the new council pro temp come up and be sworn in by the city clerk?
Let me come on this side. Who's gonna hold? I
I, Michelle Yamakaitis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Council President Pro Tem
of all the duties of the office of Council President Pro Tem
for a one-year term
for a one-year term
commencing January 1, 2017,
commencing January 1, 2017,
and terminating December 31st, 2017,
and terminating December 31st, 2017,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
The two young gentlemen, I'm sure you've seen them before, that were holding the Bible for her were her two sons. Were both of you holding the Bible? No. Only the good-looking one, right? At this time, we have to do some work. Yes, it's not that all fun and games. So, resolution time. We have resolutions 2017-1 through 2017-25. Public comments will be permitted for those specific resolutions to be removed from the consent approval. Please read the synopsis of the resolutions, which have been prepared by the city clerk's office. Each is informative and self-explanatory. However, if you wish to address a specific resolution, the council will entertain questions on it. Does anybody wish to remove a resolution? In that case, may I have a motion to approve 2017-1 through 2017-25?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to make a motion to move items 1 through 25 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond,
Yes.
Javik,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Cosby Hurling,
I'm going to vote yes to all with the exception of number 9, and I will abstain.
Sadowski,
Yes.
Strano,
Yes.
Yamakaitis,
Yes.
Medina,
No on 17, and yes on the remainder.
Hickey,
Yes to all except number 9.
Mr. Alvarez.
Yes. Ordinances on first reading. The deputy clerk will read, we have one ordinance for first reading, 61-1. Deputy clerk, can you please read it?
An ordinance amending the redevelopment plan for the St. George's Avenue redevelopment area, Phase 2.
Is there anyone that wishes to make a comment? No questions, just comments? In that case, may I have a motion to introduce the ordinance, please?
What?
May I have a motion?
Sorry, I was answering the question. Let's make a motion for the introduction of ordinance 61-1 and seek a second. Thank you.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Yamakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes. Okay, that's pretty much it. Look at that. Great timing. On behalf of Mayor Armstead, myself, Councilman Javik, Councilman Brown, Councilwoman Cosby Hurling, and Councilman Strano, the young-looking councilman that we have over there with the glasses. The Linden City Democratic Committee and the Linden City Democratic Club all are invited to the JTG, that's right behind us, for some sandwiches and refreshments. The following council meeting will be as follows. Conference meeting Monday, January 16th, 2017 at 6 p.m. Council Office, City Hall, Linden, New Jersey. Conference meeting prior to the council meeting Tuesday, January 17th, 2017 at 6 p.m. Council Office, City Hall, Linden, New Jersey. Council meeting Tuesday, January 17th, 2017 at 7 p.m. Council Chambers, City Hall, Linden, New Jersey. May I have a motion to adjourn? So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Cosby Hurling.
Yes.
Sadowski.
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Yamakitis.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez.
Yes. Meeting is closed, and have a happy new year.